Today, we will read a story called Mama Panya's Pancakes, a village tale from Kenya. So, this story takes place in Kenya, which is a country far away in Africa. Take a look at the illustration on the cover. These people are making pancakes. Raise your hand if you like pancakes. I like pancakes too. How are these people cooking the pancakes? See, they have a fire and a pan on top. How is that different from how your family cooks pancakes? This story is written by Mary and Rich Chamberlain and illustrated by Julia Cairns. On the back, it gives us some information about the story. How can Mama Panya cook pancakes for everyone when she has barely enough money to feed her son Adika? It is Adika who is one step ahead of her. He knows how. This African story about the rewards of sharing offers a message that is universal. It is supplemented by a helpful map, notes about Kenya and its people, and even an easy-to-make pancake recipe. I can't wait to try it out. I'll post it for you in case you'd like to try them with your family. Okay, here we go. This is what their homes look like. Mama Panya sang as she kicked sand with her bare feet, dousing the breakfast fire. Adika, hurry up, she called cheerfully. Today we go to market. Surprise! I'm one step ahead of you, Mama. Adika stood in the doorway, dressed in his finest shirt and cleanest shorts. Now, Mama Panya had to hurry. He said, I'm ready. Why do you think Adika says, I'm one step ahead of you, Mama? He is ready to go even before Mama reminds him, so he does not need to hurry. After storing her pots, gathering her bag, and slipping her feet into her sandals, Mama Panya called, I'm ready too, Adika. Where are you? Here I am, Mama, 2 steps ahead of you. He sat under the baobab tree and Mama Panya's walking stick in hand. Why, yes, you are. She accepted the stick and led them down the road. What will you get at the market, Mama? Oh, a little bit and a little bit more. Are you making pancakes today, Mama? You are a smart one. I guess I can't surprise you. Yay! How many pancakes will you make? Mama fingered 2 coins folded in the cloth tied around her waist. A little bit and a little bit more. Rounding the corner, they saw Mzi Odolo sitting by the river. Habara za asubuhi, Mama asked softly so she wouldn't chase away the fish. Adika blurted out, We're having pancakes tonight. Please come. What do you think Mama was saying? Those words are in a different language, which is called Kiswahili. That's the language that people speak in Kenya. Adika, Mama whispered in his ear. Nziadolo waved back, saying, Asante sana, I'll be there. Mama quickened her pace. We had to invite Mzi, Adika said. He's our oldest friend. Hurry up, you're a few steps behind, Mama replied. Look, Mama, it's Sawandi and Naiman. Adika's friends tapped long reeds against the thighs of their cattle, moving them along. I'll be just a few steps ahead. Wait, Adika, Mama called. Mama hadn't gone too far before he returned. They'd be happy to come, Adika panted. Mama Panya frowned, thinking about the coins in her wrap. Why do you think Mama is worried about Adika inviting more people? The author gave us a clue. Mama Panya frowned, thinking about the coins in her wrap. Remember, she has 2 coins to buy the ingredients that they need. Maybe she's worried she won't be able to buy enough ingredients. Oh, how many people will that be? Let's see. Sawandi, Naiman, you, and me, Adika counted. And Mziadolo, that's only 5. Aye, how many pancakes do you think I can make today, son? I'm 1 step ahead of you, Mama. You'll have a little bit and a little bit more. That's enough. At the market, there were many buyers and sellers trading fruits, spices, and vegetables. Adika spotted his school friend Gamila at her plantain stand. Mama, she loves pancakes. Not now, don't you? But before she could finish, he ran to greet his friend. Mama tried to catch up, arriving just in time to hear, You will come, won't you? Of course, Gamila replied. Mama shot a stare at Adika and quickly grabbed his hand, whisking him away. Mama, we'll be able to stretch the flour. Yee, how much do you think I can stretch the flour, son? Adika waved his hand in the air. Oh, a little bit, and a little bit more. At the flour stand, Mama said, Adika, you sit here. After greeting Bibi and Bwana Zawina, Mama asked, What can you give me for my money? She offered the larger of the 2 coins to Bibi Zawina, who scooped a cup of flour onto a piece of brown paper. Adika popped up. Mama's making pancakes today. Can you come? Oh, how wonderful! I think we can give a little more for that coin. Bwana Zawena put a 2nd cup onto the paper, then tied it up with string. We'll see you later. Mama tucked the package into her bag. Yee. You and I will be lucky to share half a pancake. But Mama, we have a little bit, and a little bit more. Why do you think Bwana Zawena put a 2nd cup of flour onto the paper? Maybe she put extra flour on their paper because she knew that they were being kind and inviting other friends to eat the pancakes, so they wanted to help supply some ingredients. Come, Adika, keep up with me. We may have just enough left for a small chili pepper. Leave it to me, Mama. I'll get a good one. No, Adika, she cried out, but he ran ahead to Rafiki Kaya's spice table. Mama got there just in time to hear, Mama's making pancakes tonight. Can you come? I'd love to, Kaya exclaimed. She grabbed the coin from Mama's hand and replaced it with the plumpest pepper. That's just enough. Thanks for inviting me. Mama just sighed. They headed home. How many people did we invite for pancakes tonight? Adika, skipping 2 steps ahead, sang his reply, All of our friends, Mama. Mama piled small twigs and sticks into the fire pit. Adika ran to fetch a pail of water. Mama crushed the chili pepper in a pot, while Adika added some water. She stirred in all the flour, seeing there would be none to save. Mama poured a dollop into the oiled pan on the fire. Come the friends. Sawandi and Naaman were the first to arrive, shouting, Hodi! Adika called, Karibu! To welcome them. They carried 2 leather drinking gourds filled with milk and a small pail of butter. Mama Panya, we have extra from our cattle. Nziadolo came soon after. Old Man River has given us 3 fish today. Gamila arrived with a plantain bunch perched on her head. They go very well with pancakes. Why do you think the guests have brought milk, butter, fish, and plantains? Were they being really good guests, sharing what they had as well? Bibi and Buana Zawina brought a package filled with more flour and handed it to Adika. Store this away for later. When Rafiki Kaya arrived, she brought handfuls of salt and cardamom spice along with her thumb piano. And the feast began as they sat under the baobab tree to eat Mama Panya's pancakes. Afterwards, Kaya played the thumb piano and Adola sang slightly off-key. Adika whispered with a gleam in his eyes and a smile on his face, I know you will make pancakes again soon, Mama. She smiled. Yes, Adika, you're 1 step ahead of me. Do you think Mama was right to worry about not having enough food for all the guests? Why or why not? I think if I was the mom, I would probably be worried too. But she had nothing to fear. Their friends brought extra food too. So here's some information about village life in Kenya. People. Kenya is made up of many different peoples. Most are Black Africans. There are also Asians, Europeans, and others. Many Kenyan people, like Adika and Mama Panya, live in rural areas. So that's like villages, not big cities. Village life. Most village people farm and take care of cows, goats, and chickens. Others might work on a tea or coffee plantation. When work is done for the day, villagers might tell stories under the stars and listen to the music of the thumb piano or mbira. School. Children like Adika go to school, but it is often a long walk to their classroom. Very few Kenyan families own cars, and there are not many paved roads. Where the government has not been able to set up schools, many villages have created their own classes. These are called Harambe, which means pulling together. Harambe is also Kenya's national motto. Interesting. After school, when they are not at school, older children might help with chores such as collecting firewood and taking care of their younger brothers and sisters. They might also play games such as bao, an African board game of strategy, and football, which is actually soccer. Running is also popular. Walking to market. On their walk to the market, Adika and Mama Panya see many animals, insects, reptiles, and plants. Here are a few examples. Agama, or river or rainbow lizard. Mjusi. Male rainbow lizards have pretty red heads and blue bodies. They love to bob up and down doing push-ups. Acacia tree, called muwati, also called the thorn tree. Sharp spikes surround the leaves, which are eaten by giraffes. Wow. The baobab tree is called mbuyu, a large tree often called the tree of life because it stores so much water. Its branches look like exposed roots, but it's not upside down. Butterfly, kipepeo. There are many kinds of butterflies in Kenya. You might see swallowtails, which are the largest butterflies in the world, with a wingspan the size of 2 large hands. So that would be like my hands like this. So their wings would go from one pinky all the way to the other. That is a very large butterfly, much larger than the ones we see around here. They're like this big. A goat, mbuzi. The small East African goat is found all over Kenya. These goats can survive on land that is almost barren, yet still produce lots of milk. That's what the goat looks like. Maasai cattle, called Maasai Nombe. Many Kenyan tribes measure their wealth in accordance with the number of cattle they own. Maasai cattle are used mostly for their milk. Mongoose, called Nguchiro. These weasel-like creatures live in large families and feed on rodents, birds, and even snakes. Although they are cousins of hyenas, they are very friendly and are sometimes kept as pets. Wow, could you imagine having a pet mongoose? Palm tree, called mivumo. There are many species of palms in Kenya. Palm fruit, leaves, and bark are used in lots of products such as soap, roofing materials, and rope. Here's the palm trees. Tilapia, called ngege. Tilapia live in harsh conditions like the hot, salty, and alkaline waters in Lake Nakuru. You might have eaten tilapia fish before. I've had it. It's good. Speaking Kiswahili. Kenyans speak many languages, but the main ones are Kiswahili and English. Swahili refers to a group of people often also known as the Waswahili, who live along the east coast of Africa, from Somalia to Mozambique. The word Swahili literally means coast people, and Kiswahili means speaking the language of the coast people. Kiswahili is a mixture of Bantu, a native African language, and Arabic, a Middle Eastern one. In a village like Adiki's, people might speak 3 languages: a local language, Kiswahili, and English. Greetings are expected upon meeting someone. It is considered rude not to greet another in the appropriate way. As a visitor, you may hear the simple greeting, Jambo, which means hello. And here are some Kiswahili greetings with the pronunciation key, which is important. To say thank you, you would say Usante sana. Try that. Usante sana. Interesting. Here is another cool word, Rafiki. That means friend. Here are some more cool facts about Kenya. You can fit France inside Kenya with a little room to spare. To walk across Kenya from Lake Victoria to the Indian Ocean would take over 1 million steps. The Great Rift Valley, one of the most spectacular geological features on Earth, runs through Kenya. It is a geological fault that will eventually break East Africa off to form an island. Mount Kenya is the second highest spot in Africa. Even though it's on the equator, it's covered with snow. Wow. Lake Victoria, on Kenya's western border, is the second largest lake in the world. It is part of the White Nile. The largest lake in Kenya is Lake Turkana in the north. Nairobi is Kenya's capital city. Maasai cattle herders who use this land called it Anker Nairobi, which means cool water country. The main seaport of Mombasa was settled by Arab traders over 1,000 years ago. It is an important link between Kenya and the rest of the world. Wildlife parks in Kenya have protected borders where some endangered animal species live. Tsavo National Park is the largest reserve, and the Masai Mara is one of the most popular with tourists. And here is what Kenya looks like on a map. There's Kenya. So it borders Ethiopia, Uganda, Sudan. Here's Lake Victoria. Somalia is to the east, and there's the Indian Ocean. Here is the recipe for Mama Panya's pancakes. It sounds like they will taste very different from the pancakes that we're used to, but I will post the recipe for you in case you want to give it a try with your family. I hope you enjoyed Mama Panya's pancakes.